Let's review the games, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since Mr. Unlimited left the Seahawks, this team cannot beat the Niners at all. It seems like an impossible feat that cannot be done without some tomfoolery being involved. And yet, it won't be enough. The Niners, after goofing around for 2 weeks, look like a complete team we know and hate them for. Jordan Mason sustained an injury, but it doesn't matter when you got rookie Isaac Guerrero picking up the slack. The Seahawks, on the other hand, decided to stop being goobers and play some football in the second half, and made a slight comeback, but unfortunately the O-line is so bad, and Geno Smith and his receivers are not on the same page, and it would be their downfall for this game, and it indeed was. Niners win. 1-5, the worst record in the NFL, biggest waste of time in the last 3 years. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on a speed run on how to turn around a franchise and then destroy it instantly, and look like the biggest joke in the NFL. Don't get me started on that blonde twink who's overthrown his receivers and wasted his generational talent in Florida. Dougie P's days are numbered, and no matter how you slice it, he will be cooked eventually. On the other hand, Caleb Williams has gotten better each and every week, and man, this dude is good. His first 4-touchdown game, he was on time with his throws, Keenan Allen was back, and his offense was looking great and clicking on every number. Good job, Bears. Carr's out, the rookie Spencer Rattler is stepping up. The rookie actually played a pretty good first half, but in the second half, things took a turn for the worst. But hey, that's the growing pains of being a rookie quarterback. Now the Bucs with Baker Mayfield goes from being one of the best QBs in the league to throwing some terrible interceptions. But fortunately for him and the Bucs, they pulled through because the defense stepped up big in the second half. Despite trailing by 3 in the third quarter, they won by 24. That's something you don't see every day. Sometimes the Arizona Cardinals come in and light the house on fire and play some good ball. And sometimes they come in and do absolutely nothing and get blown out. They chose the latter today. The Cardinals are continuing their inconsistent run through the 2024 NFL season and still not getting Marvin Harrison the damn ball. Now, Jordan Love and his Packers had themselves a great game where the defense and offense was clicking on all cylinders. If the Packers play like this, they will be a hard team to beat. But the division isn't exactly an easy one to win. More on them later. Anthony Richardson is back. Oh, he's not? Okay, Flacco's back in. Okay, whatever. Well, the Colts love doing their little Jekyll and Hyde impression with their QBs, and who am I to judge? The Titans and Will Levis continue their generational run of doing something absolutely hilarious, and of course, losing the game in the process. Seriously, they're favored in 4 out of their 6 games. Come on, guys, read the room. Flacco and his Colts continue to cook and win games, while Mayo Man and his Titans continue to lose. But they will lose in spectacular fashion to the joy of all NFL fans everywhere. Yeah! Here we go! Eagles-Browns was the game where I contemplated if it was worth it to keep watching football at 1 o'clock. And the answer is yes! The Browns continue their run of not getting a 300 total yard game. My God, it shouldn't be that hard, you guys. Kevin Stefanski insists Sean Watson is their best option at QB. He's not, and still thinks they can win. They won't. The best thing the Browns have done this season is give the NFC East each a free win. Jimmy Haslam has Kevin Stefanski by a chokehold and is not letting him make the necessary decisions to help the team. The Eagles, on the other hand, have their issues on offense. Despite their players returning on offense, they still look very underwhelming, and their coach is too busy trash-talking his own fans to coach his own team. Good job, guys. Let's cut to the chase here. This was a free win for the Texans. Stroud and co. could have left the game and wiped their asses for 2 straight quarters, and it wouldn't have made a difference. The thing I want to talk about, though, is the young Drake May, whom after his first 2 drives, got into a rhythm and actually played some pretty darn good football, finishing with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions to a playoff team in his first start. That is pretty damn good. And he already has more passing touchdowns than his starter, Jacoby Brissett. Future looks bright in New England, so good stuff from the young lad. And the Texans, they're good, I guess. Before the season, this game looked like another Ravens easy win, but now it is one of the games of the week. Washington versus Baltimore. Lamar Jackson versus a younger version of Lamar Jackson, really. These two had themselves a pretty good game. Now, the Ravens were the better team in this game, but I thought the Commanders looked pretty good and showed that they are a top team in the NFL this year. Jayden Daniels had another pretty solid game, but the Ravens and Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson were just too much to handle. There's no shame in this loss. It happens to everyone. They're going to be back next week. They'll be fine. My Ravens are on a 4-game win streak, and I'm happy to say they're back, baby. They're back for a while now. Let's go. The Steelers, after being the silly little rascals that they are, finally locked the fuck in and won a game for the first time in 2 weeks. And actually looked pretty darn good on offense, and Najee Harris actually looked good and was running good, which usually doesn't happen, so good job. The Raiders are already imploding, and it's not even halfway through the season yet. Max Crosby pushing coaches, Devontae Adams is doing subliminal messages to other teams, and Aiden O'Connell's the quarterback. At least Brock Bowers is good, though, right? The great rivalry of something. Broncos versus Chargers just feels like a nothing burger. Jim Harbaugh had a health scare, so I hope he gets well soon. But the Broncos have lost for the first time since week 2. It feels weird saying that. But they were due for a loss, and the Chargers were due for a win. And Herbert and J.K. Dobbins got the job done for the Chargers. Like, what do you want me to say? It's the fucking Chargers versus Broncos, okay? It's just a game. It changes nothing, okay? Let's just move on, okay? Alright? Cool? Sweet. Kirko don't mess around, but apparently the Panthers do mess around. Take your pick, Bijan, London, and Kyle Pitts are doing things in the same game? Finally. This team looks alive and actually playing the best football they can. Meanwhile, get in here, now! Yes, you Panthers. You know what happens when you embarrass yourselves constantly? You get disciplined. I'm just doing this because I love you. I'm just joking. This is a family channel. I only mentally and emotionally abuse things here. My God, we witnessed the biggest ass kicking of the year. Children watch this, for God's sakes. For those who didn't watch, it was too graphic to show, so I'll show you a reenactment of the Lions-Cowboys game. Oh, we can show it? Okay, sick. The Cowboys got cornholed at home on Jerry Jones' 115th birthday, and it was fucking sad. The saddest part is they ran with Ezekiel Elliott 8 times. Yeah, 8 times. Are you serious? He needs at least 15 carries to get going. What are you doing with 8 carries? My goodness. Anyways, the Lions look great, and them boys ain't looking too good. However, I know just the place for Jerry Jones to take his Cowboys to get the team back on track. No, this is not how it's supposed to go down! Giants are supposed to win this game, damn it! Whatever. Thanks, Greg Joseph, for missing those field goals, and it didn't really matter in the end because the Giants could not get a touchdown to save their lives. Daniel Jones went back to being, as they say, Danny Derps, the derp, as Mr. Tree would say, and they are back to being not great. And I think it has to do something with Daniel Jones playing at home. He cannot play at home. I think he's just afraid of New York fans, and heck, I would be too. I mean, they're fucking New York fans. They're crazy. They're nuts. But yeah, I think that's what happened there. And Joe Burrow had a nice long run for a touchdown, and that's about it. Game was pretty meh. What an interesting game. You know the Jets are cooked. They fired their coach, and that's when the best time to fire their coach is. The next game you played good, and they still lost. Why did they lose? You may say their defense. Yeah, you heard me right. Their defense. Yeah, their defense played terrible. Their run defense was horrible. Ray Davis, apparently he's the greatest running back of the week because he ran through the fucking Jets defense. Josh Allen was doing Josh Allen things and throwing the ball, being wacky, you know how it is. Aaron Rodgers played pretty solid in this game. Unfortunately for him, Mike Williams fell down at the very end, causing an interception, which was actually a really good play with a Bills player. But people are blaming Aaron Rodgers for this, even though it's not really his fault. But, fuck it, whatever. Now the Bills finally won a game since getting their asses handed to them by the Ravens, and the Jets are 2-4. And what did they do? Oh, that's right, they traded for Devontae Adams. Well. Will this do a lick of difference? I don't fucking think so. They already have good receivers on their team. What is Devontae Adams going to add? Better O-line? Better run stop? I doubt it. That's all I got for this week, ladies and gentlemen. That's the games. Did you enjoy this week of football? I sure did. It was a solid week. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day. And goodbye. Bye now. Bye. Bye. Go. Leave. Come on. Let's go. Leave. Go. Bye. I said go. Leave.